Hey guys, what is going on? So I have been doing my push-pull rest split pretty religiously. I'll go into the details of my pull day first. My pull day is just going to be nucleus overload oriented. It's going to be feeders. So I'm going to be doing, starting off, this is what I have been doing, 3 sets of 50 with very minimal range of motion bicep curls, and then better range of motion, but still not full range of motion, bent over rows. Also, I am focused more on hypertrophy now. I am bulking, so I'm not really focused on strength training as it stands, and I'm more just trying to improve my work capacity and just improve my time under tension, all that kind of stuff. So I'm really focusing on hypertrophy here. So I'm doing those 2 feeders, and then I'm doing with my legs straight out, I'm doing pull-ups, starting with 3 sets of 6, and I will progress over time. My push day, very simple, just gonna be 3 sets of 12 wide grip bench press, 3 sets of 12 close grip bench press, and then 3 sets of 6 seated overhead press. Now the reason I'm doing seated is the same reason why I'm doing the 90-degree angle legs raised pull-ups, is because if I were to do an overhead press in this basement, I would go through the ceiling every time I did a rep. So with the variation that I'm doing with my overhead press, my seated overhead press, I'm able to not only push overhead and fully extend, but also, unlike the Z press, which is a variation I was trying before, I'm actually able to push the weight backwards. So if you were watching some of my previous videos, I talk about being able to push the bar behind your head as opposed to kind of pushing it out in front of you, because if you get it out here, you're not able to finish those heavy weights. So this was a mistake I made a lot earlier on when I was doing my overhead presses. I was pushing the weight out in front of me, and then I wasn't able to complete the rep once it got heavy. But a tip that I learned from Omar Isuf is to actually take the weight and try and push it back, kind of like you do on a bench press. If you're pushing the weight from kind of this level of your chest, which is, below kind of like the nipple area, you want to actually push the weight back. It's a more efficient bar path. So that is why I chose the seated overhead press, and it feels very comfortable, and it basically feels exactly like overhead press to me. And it's a great option, or a great alternative to the previous overhead press that I was doing. And then finally, after my pull day, so I basically do push, pull, and then rest. After my pull day, I do 2 AMRAP sets with bench press, considering this is more of a bench press focused program. Of course, whenever I record, my cat has to do some nonsense to get my attention. So that is something that I am not getting on camera, but that's something that I will do every 3rd day, basically, after my pull workout. So that is what my program is, and just want to keep you updated there. I am kind of going to move away from the vlog thing just because it's going to be very repetitive. I'm just going to be doing the same things for this period, and I'm basically just going to be doing bodybuilding style training where the numbers maybe aren't as important. So if you have video ideas for me to talk about, or I don't know, Q&As or anything like that, I know that I have a very small following here on YouTube right now. I'm hoping it can improve, but I do want to transition into kind of some videos that maybe would be a little bit more helpful for other people, or talking about my previous experiences as opposed to talking about my training. But if you do want to see training videos, I guess I can keep those coming. They're pretty easy to make. But any informative videos, diet stuff, I don't know, whatever ideas you have, I can address them in videos in the future. But I think the vlogs are becoming a bit repetitive, especially considering my training is going to become even more repetitive in the future. So yeah, just throwing it out there. If you want to see some other types of videos, just let me know, comment, message me, whatever. And I'll talk to you guys soon.